What's up, everybody? This is Jake here at Nerd Level Rising. Welcome back. And it's time to talk about some anime. It's been a minute since I talked about that on the channel. If you don't know that about me already, anime is a huge part of my life. I love it. I have loved it since before I can even remember. It's one of my earliest memories was seeing Dragon Ball Z on the TV. And so I want to talk about some of the stuff that I finished watching in the last season and some of the stuff that I am beginning now as we're into a few weeks into the spring anime season. And so I'm doing this now. It's not really at the beginning of the season because I want to talk about like if I'm going to continue a show or not. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. Do I want to, some stuff I'm going to check out, cool. But like if it's not really worth sticking with for me, I don't want to spend a ton of time talking about it, I guess. So final thoughts on some of the stuff from the winter season. There's actually a lot of stuff that I watched in that season. And so I'm going to kind of go through them piece by piece. I jotted these down so I don't miss any. One was the latest season of Blue Exorcist. This was the Blue Knight saga. This one was really cool. I've been waiting for this for a long time. That ever since that first season came out, feels like eternity ago. I loved everything about the world building that was in that. And it was so long of a wait to get any of the answers or get more background information, but we finally got it here with this. This was, in a lot of ways, a prequel season, sort of wrapped into some other things. There's some other things going on, but a lot of it was prequel stuff, and man, it was awesome. There were some emotional gut punches. There was so many revelations. There was some stuff we left off the season with that I can't wait to see where that goes in the next season. I'm hoping we don't have to wait too long. I don't think we will, but we'll see. But wow, this was awesome. So if you like shonen, if you like darker content areas, right? This deals a lot with demons and finding your place in the world and questioning your validity of your life. Like there's a lot of really deep emotional traumatic stuff in here. So trigger warning on that, I suppose. But if that's something that you find interesting to kind of think through and face philosophically, I think you'll get a lot out of it, and just cool battle scenes and stuff, right? Because it's shonen. Solo Leveling Season 2, I don't need to say too much about this. It rocks, right? Like, so Solo Leveling is cool. I so badly wanted to hate Solo Leveling because I'm not a huge isekai, or it's not even isekai, it's video game stuff, right? I always want to wrap it into isekai just because it's a video game, but it's not technically. But video game stuff usually doesn't hit for me very well. And also the manhwa stuff I've had a very bad experience with, just being honest. Tower of God and what was the God of High School? Is that one? That both were super hyped up, and I did not like either one. And so I was like, another one. Like I'm just, But this is awesome. Season 2 was awesome. I think there were some equally, or I think actually higher emotional moments in this one compared to Season 1. The action was every bit as good, if not better. It sounds like it's a long wait before we get to Season 3, but honestly, that's okay. If the quality of the animation stays like this, they can wait as long as they want, right? Please don't cut corners. Please don't do all the cost-saving stuff. Just take your time, make it good. It'll be great, right? There was some really cool like Hunter x Hunter influence on the second season, and that was fun to see, right? So Solo Leveling was awesome. Dr. Stone Season 4 Part 1, right? They like to split their seasons a lot. I guess a lot of shows do that, but anyway, Dr. Stone's been one that I've loved since the get-go of Season 1. I just have always thought it was such a unique and fun show, and some of these more recent seasons haven't hit me quite as strongly as those first couple did, but that's okay. And that kind of continued with this one, but it was still really fun, and I love seeing how they take what they have in this sort of more rudimentary world and use the power of science to build cool technology. And that's how feasible is some of that stuff in the real world? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure some of it is pretty far-fetched, but some of it I think also makes some sense. And, anyway, that's always fun to watch. And the action is great. I've always really loved the art style of Dr. Stone as well. It just looks a little bit different from everything else. And I really appreciate that. And it's just some of the places it has gone here in what I believe is going to be the final season is pretty thought-provoking when we think about the context of the overall story. And so I'm really, really anticipating the part 2 that comes out. Now, I'm hoping that it actually ends and they don't pull an Attack on Titan on me and draw it out, so many more times. But if it continues, if they wrap it up well, I think this Dr. Stone is going to wind up being a show that I really, really enjoy and find recommendable to tons and tons of people. So, I mean, if you like shonen, if you like slice of life, you like humor, you like science, right? If you're, if you like that kind of nerdy stuff, like it's awesome. It's awesome. Go check it out. Rurouni Kenshin remake. This one, okay, it's great. Don't get me wrong. It's been a long time since I've seen the original twice, but it's been a long time since I saw that original Kenshin. And so I didn't remember, unless this is just different, maybe somebody in the comments can correct me. I didn't remember there being such a long time until we get to the big climactic battle at the end of the Kyoto arc. So I thought we were building up towards that, and as we were getting through this season of the remake, I was just like, man, they're really dragging this out. Like, they're gonna have to rush the ending. And then, lo and behold, they didn't, because that's not the ending of this season. It's gonna be the next season. So that was a little bit jarring, and it's probably just my memory not being great, but it was still really good. It was still really fun. And Shishio is just awesome, man. I love everything with him as a villain, and it's just, man, I'm really having a great time with this new animation quality that they're putting on top of this, and maintaining a lot of that original art style, because that, like a lot of people, that is my favorite art style. That kind of 90s, early 2000s aesthetic in anime is my favorite. And so I love that they've maintained a good amount of that and just kind of spruced it up a bit. So that's been fun. I'm looking forward to more of that in the future. And another one that I'm looking forward to more, I think all of these are continuing. This is funny. And that's Sakamoto Days. I had a great time with this. This was one that I came into it and immediately was like, oh, this is like Spy Family, right? Like, not in terms of plot or anything, but there are some similarities to some of the plot elements, at least, of Spy Family with Sakamoto Days. But the biggest thing to me was just, there's a lot of serious stuff going on, but it's really fun, and it's just kind of whimsical and silly. But then there's some really serious moments also. So like they're playing that balance really well. And we're kind of slowly learning more about the backstory of Mr. Sakamoto, and I think the action scenes were great. There was some stuff here and there with some of the animation that I was just like, that was kind of weird. But I think I was watching the English dub on this one, and I think it's not horrible. It's certainly not the best one that I've seen. But hey, what are you gonna do? So yeah, but overall it was solid. I really had a good time, and I'm looking forward to more of that. So that's everything that I finished from that winter season. 5 shows. It's quite a bit for me, actually. Here, I've started a couple. I guess I'll throw in one that was through that and now extending into the season is Dragon Ball Daima. I was hesitant with this because I was very hit and miss on Super. I thought there was good moments, but overall I wasn't a massive fan of Dragon Ball Super. Daima has been surprisingly awesome. It's wholesome and fun, like some of the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z moments. It has some of those big epic fight scenes like we see in Dragon Ball Z, and some of the better moments in Super. There's some cool callbacks to previous things, both canon and non-canon, that I think were very well done, and some things that fans have wanted for a very long time that we're getting to see. And it's awesome. And I'm very glad that I waited for the English dub, because Dragon Ball is just one of those that I prefer the English dub. I'm just going to be honest. So that's been awesome. I have 1 episode left of that, I think. And yeah, very, very worth it. So if you're a Dragon Ball fan at all, if you lost any of your faith in the IP, Daima is great. Please go back and watch that one. I think only two other shows that I'm sticking with here for now. One is My Hero Academia Vigilantes, the kind of spin-off prequel-ish show. That's been fun. It's not blowing my mind, but it's been fun. It's fun to just be in the My Hero world, right? And seeing different quirks and different villains, different heroes. And the main character has it's an interesting character story that we're kind of following here. So having a good time with that. And then also the new season of Black Butler. I really like Black Butler. It's different from a lot of other stuff. It's very, it's got some shonen stuff to it. It's got some seinen stuff to it. It's got some slice of life, some horror, supernatural, some mystery, like noir kind of stuff here and there, right? So it's a really cool blend of things. It's another one I'm doing the English dub on because J. Michael Tatum as Sebastian is just to die for, and that's all I'll say about that. But it's been good. This the Emerald Witch arc is what it is. So it seems like we potentially some supernatural stuff, but we're not sure. And just some interesting directions that we're taking things with like CL and Sebastian's relationship and stuff like that. So we'll see where that goes. That has been very fun. And that's all I'm watching. It's kind of a slow season, but hey, that's okay. Gives me more time for my big rewatch of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I continue to get through. I'm right now in season 3, in that little break between the Battle City tournament and the finals, where they're off in the video game. Their little isekai romp, which, funny enough, I've seen this so many times, right? This time, now that I've come to be a fan of Magic the Gathering, and I realize how much Yu-Gi-Oh! Took for Magic in terms of game mechanics, this little part where they're in their video game world, where they use their deck master that has a special ability and sits offside from the rest of the deck, I'm just like, oh, this is them doing Commander, right? So that was a funny realization. But okay, there's my anime sort of recap, preview, I guess, of this season. We'll see how these go. Kind of a slow season, like I said, but hey, what are you gonna do? Not every season is a banger, right? And that's okay. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit me in the comment section. What are you watching? What are you enjoying from this season, from last season? What are you looking forward to? What's speaking to you right now in that anime heart of yours? I'll see you next time.